One of the things that I always make a point in saying is that, and people tend to forget, that the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment to the Constitution, those amendments were written for African Americans. They were written for black folks. That was the real first effort at diversity in this country from a legal standpoint. The 13th Amendment, of course, bans slavery. The 14th Amendment guarantees equal protection of the law. And the 15th Amendment gave us the right to vote. The diversity aspect of that is that because the Constitution is what you call a living document, even though those amendments were originally written for African Americans, it is now expanded as a living document to include things like gender, disability, ethnicity. Some states have now made sexual orientation a protected area. So diversity is really an outgrowth of the original effort of the slave population that was here. And you can trace the beginning of the diversity initiative, at least in my opinion, to the Freedmen's Bureau. Freedmen's Bureau was part of the War Department, had oversight for the new freed population in areas of housing, education, and employment. Well, it sounds like to me that's the Department of Education today, the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission today, and HUD today. They all had their roots in the Freedmen's Bureau. When Reconstruction ended, of course, with the election of Rutherford B. Hayes, and he pulled the federal troops out, Plessy came along and reversed a lot of the Reconstruction initiatives. We didn't see this again until the Civil Rights era, almost 100 years later, where black students forced college administrations to start looking at critical areas of educating African American students at some of these predominantly white schools. They wanted black studies programs. In the 70s, that extended to women's studies programs. The diversity is a lot more broader than the legal framework of affirmative action, because now it includes more areas than just race, where diversity was, really an outgrowth of being fair to African Americans, introducing our history into the curriculum, because we have a good history here. It's now more inclusive. It includes things like gender. You spoke earlier about nationality, language, culture, religion. So all of these things that at one point society never paid too much attention to. Definitely. But because of the struggle of African Americans, that has opened up the door for all these other areas to start being included in society and included to be in education. So, the country itself and this expansion of diversity really owes a great debt to the struggles of the early African Americans in the country.